What is up, guys? In honor of X-Men 97, we are facing Magneto on Expert Mode with Gambit. This is a fun thematic matchup, and whoever wins gets Rogue. So let's go ahead and get Magneto set up here. So the main scheme setup says to set the order decay side scheme aside, which we already have right here. We're going to set that aside. And it says to review the boarding party side scheme right here. So this side scheme come in here with 3 threat. It says that Magneto cannot take more than 6 sustained damage. Let's advance the main scheme to stage 1B, starting off with 1 threat. Magneto comes in with steady and toughness. And let's shuffle up the encounter deck here. Magneto has a 1 reviewed effect. He says to deal each player a face down encounter card, so we do get 1 face down encounter card to start this game off. And we're going to shuffle up our player deck here. And we're going to draw up to our hand size of 6 in our Ultra Ego. Alright, and let's see what we got. Okay, we got a Creole Charmer and Forge. Let's mulligan this card, these 4 cards here, and then draw 4 more cards back up to our hand size of 6. Okay. Let's see. We play the double. I mean, we definitely still just do that. We're gonna use this as a double resource. We're paying for a basic card, so we can play Forge. Forge has a response whenever he enters play. Search your deck and discard pile for X-Men or X-Force support, and then add to your hand. We're gonna look through our deck here for the X-Jet, which is an X-Men support card, and then we can add that to our hand. Let's shuffle up our deck. Okay, and then we're gonna, actually let's use it. We'll use a Thief Extraordinaire. Action, thwart, exhaust Remy LeBeau. Then look at the top 2 cards of the encounter deck and discard 1, put the other one back. So this would be his boost against us. So let's discard the Shadow of the Past. It's a 2 boost icon, so we remove a threat from the scheme equal to the boost icons there, put this card back on top. So we're gonna move 2 threat from boarding party, drops from 3 down to 1. And then we're gonna flip over here to hero form now. And we're gonna use our action here on hero form, charge the card, place a charge counter on Gambit. This will be 3 resources here, so we can play the X-Jet. The X-Jet is a 3-cost support. It says we exhaust the X-Jet to generate a wall resource for a player who has the X-Men trait. We have the X-Men trait here in our hero form. So we generate a resource so we can play Call for Backup. This is a player's side scheme coming in with 3 threat. And then when it's defeated, we can search our deck and discard pile for an ally put into play. Let's go ahead and have Forge Thwart. Let's thwart from the Call for Backup and drop this down to 2 threat. Forge will take a consequential damage. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. We're going to draw back up to our hands as a 5 in our hero form. We like the Creole Charmer here. Okay. So it is Magneto's turn. He's going to add 1 threat to the main scheme. He's going to attack us here. This would be his boost card, and we know what it is. We're going to have Forge block this. The boost is 2 plus 3 is 5 damage. Knocks out Forge. Then Magneto has a force response after he attacks you. Place 1 mana counter in the main scheme. So we put a mana counter here. In counter phase, we get dealt an encounter card. We have a total of 2. First one is an assault. The villain attacks you. Let's defend this attack. So he's hitting with a base of 3. This would be his boost card here. 2. So 5 damage. We're blocked for 3. We're going to take 2. That brings us from 9 down to 7. He adds another mana counter after attacking. Our last encounter card is Exhaustion. Exhaustion Denny, which we already are exhausted, so that's good. And it's going to surge, so we get another encounter card, which is Seized. Okay, that's not good. When review, each player places the top 6 cards of their deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 face down underneath here. We don't know what it is, which might mess up some of our combos here. Seized will come in here with 3 threat and acceleration. All right, and we put our deck back, and that is going to resolve Magneto's turn. All right, I want to play, I think we play the Helicarrier here. And then we just let the main scheme pop here. Do we have... No, but then we are going to get the Sentinel minion here. Which I think we have no choice. Okay, The molecular acceleration says here interrupt when you spend this card, place a charge counter on Gambit. So, oh wait a minute, we could get Professor X. If we get Professor X, then we can, so that means we play Angel. Wait, if we play the Helicarrier, clear off the call for backup. No, I think we, okay, that's fine. We're gonna waste our Helicarrier here, which is a little bit unfortunate. Or we save the double here for next turn. Let's go ahead and exhaust Etch to generate a resource for Gambit because we're X-Men here. This would be a second resource, so we can play Angel. Angel says reduce the cost of claim by 1 if your Jenny has a mutant or X-Men trait. We do have the X-Men trait here, so he's only 2 cost. We use Gambit's charge a card and place a charge counter on Gambit. Okay, then we're going to flip down here to Alter Ego. And then we're going to use a double resource here so we can play our Creole Charmer. Alter Ego action, thwart, remove 3 threat from a scheme. We're going to clear off the call for backup here. And it says if this removes the last threat from that scheme, which it does, confuse the villain. So Magneto is going to be confused, but he has steady, so he's not fully confused. With the effect of call for backup, when this side scheme is defeated, we put it in a victory display. And we search our deck and discard pile for an ally put it into play. So let's look through our deck here. And hopefully Professor X did not get, okay, he's still right here. So we get Professor X as an ally and put him into play. Professor X's force response, let's shuffle our deck, is whenever he enters play, choose one. We're going to pick the one to confuse the villain. So we're going to confuse Magneto here as a second confuse, so he is fully confused now. Angel's going to thwart for 1 from the boarding party side scheme here. Clear it off. He'll take consequential damage. When boarding party is defeated, it's going to flip over to Sabotage Master Mode, also coming in with 3 threat. Then Professor X is going to thwart for 3 from Sabotage Master Mode and clear that off. When this side scheme is defeated, it's going to go into victory display, and we review the Orbital Decay side scheme here, also coming in with 3 threat. Professor X will take a consequential damage. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. We're going to keep the double in our hand and draw back up to our hands as an Alter Ego, which is 6 here. Okay, I really like Beast here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so Magneto's turn, he's going to add 2 to the main because of the acceleration from C. So this goes from 2 up to 4. It pops at 5, so we're still okay. He's going to scheme, but he is fully confused here. So the scheme does not activate. Nothing else happens with that. In counter phase, we get a face down encounter card, which is Magneto's armor attached to Magneto, has +1 attack. And he also cannot be stunned. Then it's the end of the round. If Professor X is still in play at the end of the round, he gets discarded. All right, and it's back to our turn. Okay, so we definitely play Beast. He gets us a resource back. Oh, the resource doesn't do anything though if we get it back, but we could just get Molecular Decay back. Get a bunch of charge counters. We play on our X-Men. There's not that many things to do right now. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and exhaust to recover by 3. So that brings from 7 back up to our full hit points of 9. We're going to flip over here. Oh, we should have used a Thief's Guild. Wait a minute, should we do that? This removes the last card from a scheme, draw a card. Okay, hold on. Let's actually not exhaust recover. So we're going to stay at 7 hit points here. I just realized that Thief's Guild is really good. Let's use this as a resource so we can play the Thief's Guild. It's a 1-cost support. And it says Alter Ego response, after you resolve your Thief Extraordinaire ability, we can trigger this effect. So let's trigger the Thief Extraordinaire. We're going to exhaust ourselves. Look at the top 2 cards in the encounter deck. Discard 1. Oh, this would exhaust us, but I want to remove 2. So let's discard the Magnetic Bubble. Put this back on top. And then the Magnetic Bubble has 2 boost icons, so we remove 2 threat from a scheme. We're going to take 2 off of the Orbital Decay. Drop it down to 1. And then we trigger our Thief's Guild. After you resolve your Thief Extraordinary ability, which we just did, we can exhaust the Thief's Guild and remove 1 threat from a scheme. If it removes the last threat from that scheme, draw a card. So 1 threat off of Orbital Decay. Clearing off. When it's defeated, it's going to flip over to Physical Strain. Attached to Magneto, he loses his steady now. And then we can draw a card with the effect of the Thieves Guild. Okay, now we're going to flip over here to hero form. Let's move this up. We're going to use our charge the card and get a charge counter. So we go up to 3. Counter is now from 2. We're going to use this as 4 resources here so we can play Beast. Beast has a response after you enter play. Search your deck and discard out for a resource card, add to your hand. But actually, first we're going to trigger our molecular acceleration. It's a hero interrupt. When you spend this card in hero form, place a charge counter on Gambit. So we get a charge counter. Beast's effect will get the molecular acceleration back to our hand because it is a resource card. We're going to exhaust the exchange to generate a wild resource because we are X-Men in hero form. This will be a double resource for a total of 3. So we can play Step for Cuckoos. We trigger the molecular acceleration again, get another charge counter. And Step for Cuckoos comes in here with 3 side counters. And it says we only place we have the X-Men trait, which we do have in hero form. And then whenever a player reviews a treasure, we can exhaust this card, remove a side counter, and cancel the effects of that card, discard it, and then review another encounter card. Let's play Honor X-Men. It says attach to any friendly character. Let's give it to Gambit. We now gain the X-Men trait and +1 hit point. So we go from 7 up to 8. And we only place if we have the X-Men trait, which we do have in our hero form, but with this down, we now have the X-Men trait even in our Ultra Ego form. All right, then we're gonna have, let's have Beast thwart for 2 from the main. Drop this from 4 down to 2. Beast takes a consequential damage. We're gonna have Angel. Let's swing. Actually, let's thwart for 1 from Seized, I think. Drop this down to 2. Angel takes a consequential damage. And if we draw our defense card, that would be really good. Okay, that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. Because we know he's going to exhaust us here. Let's draw back up to your hands as a 5. And we got the natural agility, which is really, really good. All right, so it is Magneto's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main because of the acceleration. So it goes back up to 4. He's going to attack us here. We get a boost card here. We know the boost effect would exhaust our identity. So let's go ahead and exhaust here to defend for 3. And then do we play this? We defend attack, place 1 charge counter on Gambit. He's hitting with a base of 4. Actually, there's no boost icon. So it's only going to do 4 damage. But with full defend, we don't have anything that gives a benefit for defending right now because we don't have our cards down. So we just get a charge counter, go up to 6, and then lose a resource in our hand, which I don't know if I want to lose right now. We're going to take 1 damage if we take this here. I think we just take the damage, actually. It's not that bad. Yeah, there's no point using it right now. So, okay, we're just going to take the attack. He's in with the base of 4. We're defending for 3. The boost here is boost effect, exhaustion identity with no icons. So we're already exhausted. We just take 1 damage. That brings us from 8 down to 7. Then after Magneto attacks, he places a mana counter on the main scheme. When there are 3 counters, we discard all the mana counters. And we mill from the encounter deck until we get a magnetic card, and we reveal it. So we're going to review Electric Shock here. It says when viewed in hero form, you are stunned. And then place or take 1 damage for each mana counter in main scheme. There are none, so nothing happens with that. And then we get dealt 1 face on encounter card during the encounter phase, which is going to be an M-type Sentinel here with Guard. When defeated, give Magneto a tough stats card. And it's back to our turn. Okay. Do we suit up here? No, we can't. Oof, I really want to get rid of the C's right now. If he attacks us, though, then we have Angel block. No, I mean, what's our deck size here? We have 6 cards left in the deck, so we're not going to deck out yet. This is not the best hand. I think I want to get a rapid response down for sure for Beast to help us play something. And then do we just save everything else? Let's use charge a card so we can get a charge counter. So we go up to 3 here. And then I need to get rid of the seized soon. But right now there's no mana counters here, so it's a waste to let this pop. Yeah, let's just get rapid response down. We're going to use the X-Jets to generate a wild resource. This will be second resource here, so we can play our rapid response. It says 2 cost upgrade hero response. After an ally you control is defeated, we can discard rapid response, put the ally into play from your discard pile, and deal damage to it. So let's have Beast thwart for 2 from the main, drop it back down to 2 again. I don't want to pop in yet. He'll take a consequential damage. And then that's actually going to end our turn. Then we save their natural agility here, so we can make a big defense here. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's ready back up. Draw back up to our hand size of 5, so just 2 cards here. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, well, we got our armor here. Okay, so his Magneto's turn is going to add 2 to the main again because of the acceleration. Goes up to 4. Okay, he is going to attack us here. We are going to... Darn, if I had the armor down, it would be really nice, but I think I want to defend this. No, let's have Beast block, I think, is a better play. We just get rid of him now. Trigger the rapid response, get him back. Yeah, because I need to get rid of this stun, and I need to get rid of the M-type Sentinel here. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have Beast blocks attack. He's hitting with a base of 4, plus a boost card here of 2, so 6 damage, knocks out Beast. After Magneto attacks, he places a Magic counter in main. We're gonna trigger a rapid response. When an ally you control is defeated, discard rapid response, put the ally back into play under your control, and deal 1 damage to it. So Beast takes damage. Beast's effect when it enters play, search your deck and discard pile for a resource card. Add to your hand. Let's look at our discard here for the Molecular Acceleration, which is a resource card. We get it to our hand. Now the Anti-Sentinel is going to hit us here for 2. Let's take it. So we drop from 7 down to 5. Then in counter phase, we get dealt 1 face down counter card, which is Magnetic Missile. Defeat a Sentinel minion in play. We're going to defeat the M-type Sentinel here. Actually, we could Stepher Cuckoo's it, because they're going to Surge. You know what? Let's Stepher Cuckoo's it. So we could exhaust this card, and then remove a side card from here. Cancel the effects of a treachery card, including the Surge and one reviewed. So let's cancel the effects of the Magnetic Missile, because we have to take 5 damage, and we have to discard cards to prevent that, but then we don't want to lose any cards. So we negate the entire effects of Magnetic Missile, and review another card from the counter deck, which is Sayaka, a minion here with just teamwork. Okay, and his attacks are piercing. Okay, and it's back to our turn. So we take... Oh, this could be really bad. I think we definitely need to flip down here. We have too many minions though. And we're stunned, which I don't like. We gotta get rid of the M-type Sentinel. We could... Things if we suit up... Darn, I want to suit up into X. I think at this one we just let Magneto scheme here. We need to clear off the seized. Have him attack us to get a mana counter. And then we have Angel block the attack, I think. Okay, let's have Beast Thor for 2 from the seized here, and then clear it off. Beast will take consequential damage, and then when seized is defeated, we discard these cards back into our discard pile here. And then Magneto is going to activate against the player who defeated it, so he's going to attack us here. And we're going to have Angel blocks attack. So Magneto is hitting with a base of 4 plus a boost card here. The boost effect is to exhaust your identity. Okay, I should have attacked first. So it's going to be 4 damage, knocks out Angel, and we stay exhausted with our stun. Angel is defeated after Magneto attacks. He places a mana counter on the main scheme. Okay, so that is not the best here. Okay, what are we doing here? We need to get Molecular Acceleration here. I don't know if we use Creative Charm this turn, but it doesn't matter. We have so many counters. Let's go ahead and use... Oh man, okay. We're going to exhaust the extra to generate wild resource. This would be 3 more for a total of 4, so we can play Avengers Mansion. And since we spent the Molecular Acceleration, we get a charge counter because we use it in hero form. Then we're going to exhaust the Mansion so we can draw a card. We drew into a Genius. We could play the suit up with that. Okay, that's fine. We're going to flip down here to Ultra. And then we stay stunned. We're going to use the double resource here so we can play suit up. After you actually search your deck and discard pile for an ally and an upgrade that can be attached to ally, add to your hand. We're going to look through our discard pile here for Rogue, which is our big combo here because she's 0 cost. So it's really good to get a 2 Thor, 2 attack, 3 hit point ally with toughness for 0 cost. And an upgrade that can be attached to Rogue is going to be our Honored X-Men here. Play it only if you have X-Men in a trait, and we can attach a friendly character, including ally. So we get that with our suit up. And a suit up says to shuffle through your deck, even though we didn't look through it. Let's just go ahead and shuffle our deck here. And that will resolve the suit up. Okay. Next, we're going to let's play Rogue for free because she says reduce the cost to play her by 1 for each charge counter on your identity. We have 7 counters, so Rogue comes in for free. She also has a tough status card. And then we're going to use this as a resource so we can play Gambit's Guild Armor. So we got that down as well. As a hero response after Gambit, defense against attack takes no damage. We exhaust the armor to ready up Gambit, which we desperately need right now. Do we have Utopia in our deck still? We really need to get our readies up and running. Okay, Utopia is still in the deck, so that's really good. All right, Rogue is going to thwart for 2 from the main. Drop it down to 2. Should take consequential damage and lose her tough status card. I want Magneto's initial scheme to pop it. All right, that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. We're kind of in a dire situation here, but I think we are finally fully built out. We're going to keep charge a card in our hand and draw back up to our hand size here of 6. So we deck out with Utopia. We could dealt a face-down counter card after decking out, or we shuffle up our discard pile back into the deck. We also got build support here. Drawing 2 more cards back up to our hand size of 6. Okay. Oh, and we got Forge again. All right, Magneto's turn is going to add 1 to the main. It goes up to 3 threat. He's going to scheme here with a base of 2 plus a boost card here of 1. So scheme for a total of 3. That's going to pop the main scheme. When that happens, we discard all the mana counters and remove all the threat. We advance the scheme to stage 2A. It says place 1 mana counter here. If Sabotage Master Mode is not in a visual display, it is, so nothing else happens with that. So this will have just 1 threat and 1 mana counter. Then these guys both scheme for 1, 2, 3, going on the main scheme. Then we get dealt a face-down encounter card during the encounter phase. First encounter card is Electric Shock. In Alter Ego, you are confused. Place 1 threat on the main scheme for each mana counter on it. So we get confused, and we place 1 mana or 1 threat on the main scheme because there's 1 mana counter, so it goes up to 5 from 4. So it didn't pop yet. We've got Master Plan. Place 4 threat on each side scheme. If there are no side scheme in play, which there isn't, we discard cards from the counter deck until we get a side scheme and reveal it. Do we still have side schemes in here? So we're just going to mill down here until we get a side scheme. Oh, we got the Acolytes. Okay, that's not a bad one. So Acolyte says each Acolyte minion gains guard with a hazard icon and 3 threat. And these cards are all discarded. All right. Did we get his helmet? Not yet. Okay. So it is back to our turn. Gambit's got a lot of stuff on him. Let's exhaust the mansion and just draw a card first. Okay. The resource goes wild here. Let's see. I want to get down Utopia. Okay, let's use this as a double resource so we can play Utopia. Utopia says if each of your allies has an X-Men trait, which they do, increase your ally by 1. After an X-Men ally enters play, we exhaust Utopia to rep another X-Men character. So let's go ahead. Let's exhaust here to recover by 3. That'll bring us from 5 up to 8. And then let's get it ready now. We're going to use the extra to generate a WoW resource. For any player who has X-Men trait, we have the extra trait in Alter Ego, thanks to Honor X-Men. And then let's use this as a second resource so we can play. Do we play Triage or Forge here? If we get Forge, no, Forge doesn't do anything. So we're gonna play Triage, but with the extra and charge the card as 2 resources. When Triage enters play, heal 2 damage from X-Men character. Let's heal 2 from Gambit or from Beast. Let's heal 2. I think we need Beast here. Let's heal 2 from Beast. Alright, then when Triage enters play, we can exhaust Utopia to rev another X-Men character, which is going to be Gambit. And I actually wanted to use our Thief Extraordinary, but it's a thwart activation, so we're confused. Yeah, so let's not do that. We're going to flip over here to hero form. Okay, and we still have our charge counters. Let's use charge the card so we get another charge counter here. So we have 8 now. Okay, do we knock out? No, we don't knock out Sanyaka. I think we just attack and we take the stun again from him, and then we, yeah, because we gotta thwart this thing out. And then if we take the attack from these minions here, that will be rough. Okay, let's... I think I need to kill off one of the minions right now. If we do that, we lose the build support. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, we're going to attack with Gambit, which remove our stun status here. Then we're going to... what's charge a card do? It's overkill? That is not that useful. Okay, 2 resources here, so we can play charge the card. Do 4 damage to enemy. We're going to do 4 damage to the M-type Sentinel. And then we're going to trigger our throw the card. Interrupt whenever you play an attack event, like charge the card. Remove up to 3 charge cards. Remember, let's take off 2 charge counters. Charge card says if we remove 2 counters, this attack has ranged... or sorry, 3 counters, I mean. So let's... we had 8. Let's take off 3. So now our attack has range, piercing, and overkill. And it's going to get +1 for each counter we remove. So +3, it's going to be 7 damage. 5 on the M-type Sentinel is going to overkill. When an M-type Sentinel is defeated, give Magneto a tough stats card. Here it has one, so nothing else happens with that. And then the overkill is going to be 2 on Magneto to knock off his tough stats card. And that bypasses the guard here with the Acolyte minion because it was a overkill. We didn't attack him directly. Then we have Triage and Rogue both thwart for 1, 2, 3 to clear out the Acolytes here. The odds will take consequential damage. The side scheme is defeated with the hazard icon. Beast will thwart for 2 from the main scheme, bringing us from 5 down to 3. He'll take a consequential damage. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And we're going to draw back up to our hands as a 5. I think we cleared off the worst of it, hopefully. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like the Creole Charmer a lot here. But we don't have an ally to get her ready. Oh, the natural agility is going to go crazy here. Okay. So, yeah, because we have our guild armor down now. Okay, so Magneto's going to attack, or add a touch to the main scheme. He attacks us. We're going to defend here with Gambit. And we're going to play our natural agility. When you defend against an attack, place 1 charge counter on Gambit. So we go back up to 6. For each charge counter on Gambit, you get +1 defense for this attack. So we're defending for 3 plus 6, which is 9 defense. Magneto's hitting with a base of 4 plus a boost here of 1. So 5 damage, so we take no damage from his attack. Force response after he attacks you, place a mana counter in main scheme. Then with our guild armor, after Gambit defends and attack takes no damage, exhaust the guild armor, and then we can ready up Gambit. Alright, now Senyaka is going to hit us here for 3. Do we take the 3 damage? I think we do. Let's take 3 damage from Senyaka, so that'll bring us from 8 down to 5. Then we get 1 face down encounter card, which is Magneto's helmet. Attached to Magneto, he cannot be confused. Okay, that's a bad time to get that. So I was planning on confusing him here on the flip. To get rid of it, we have to attack him, spend 1 of each resource type to get rid of it. Okay, back to our turn. Let's exhaust the mansion so we can draw a card. Oh, we need an ally here. Okay, that means we just stay in hero form and just hold a little bit. Let's use the exchange to generate a WA resource. This will be double resource for a total of 3, so we can play our helicarrier. Since we use the molecular acceleration, we get a charge counter on Gambit. And then we're going to exhaust the helicarrier to reduce the cost of next card play by 1, so we can play Gambit staff. We're just getting super built out here. Let's put the staff over here. Okay, let's put it behind the Thieves Guild actually. Okay, so we're looking pretty set up. We are still confused here. We got to get rid of his helmet. And we can kill Senyaka. So let's have Triage swing for 1 at Senyaka. Triage takes a consequential damage. Triage gets knocked out. Beast will swing for 2 at Senyaka, knock him out. Senyaka said whenever whoever defeats him gets stunned. The player that defeats him, I mean. So Gambit's stunned here, and we're confused. Rogue is going to... do we thwart? We thwart that down. Yeah, Rogue will thwart for 2 from the main. Drop this down to 2 from 4. Should take consequential damage, and Beast should take consequential damage too. I forgot to give him 1. Alright, and then do we remove the confuse here? Or stun? I mean, it doesn't. Okay, let's attack to remove our stun status card. We need to get it ready with an ally, with Utopia. Okay, that's gonna end our turn. Let's keep these cards in our hand. Ready, everyone back up. Draw back up to our hand size here of 5. And I think we're doing okay. We just need to really start to get going. Drawing 3 more cards here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I really like Pixie here. Suit up is good too. Okay, it's Magneto's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. It goes up to 3. He's going to attack us here. We're going to have Rogue blocks attack. He's hitting with a base of 4 plus a boost card here of 2. 6 damage, knocks Rogue out. Then after Magneto attacks, he places a mana counter in main scheme. When there's 3, we discard the 3 mana counters. Move from the encounter until we get a magnetic card, which is metal shards. Well, that's not good. When review, do 1 damage to each character you control. Beast takes a damage, he's dead. Gambit takes a damage, we drop from 5 down to 4. And then place a mana counter in main scheme. Alright, that is really, really bad. We do have the stuff for Cuckoos here. Last encounter card. Gang up, the villain in each minion engage with you attack, so Magneto's going to attack us here. Do we cancel it with our stuff for Cuckoos? He's hitting with a base of 4. If he gets a boost of 3, we die, we block. Let's use our stuff for Cuckoos, remove a counter, cancel this treachery, and reveal another treachery from the encounter deck, which is, okay, wrapped in metal, attach your identity, and we cannot thwart, attack, defend, and recover. We must exhaust ourselves and spend a physical resource to discard this card. Alright, I mean, better than losing there. Back to our turn. Let's use the mansion so we can draw a card. We need to make a basic attack, I think, to get rid of the confused. If your hero makes a basic attack against Magneto, spend 1 of each resource type. Okay. But then we need to make a base attack, get rid of... we can't. Yeah, we can't do what we want to do. There's just too much things that's causing us to not be able to ready. Alright, let's use this action here. Exhaust your identity, spend a physical resource. We're going to use X to generate a physical resource to discard this card. We got rid of that now. Then we're going to exhaust a Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card that we play. Actually, we could just get X here. Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card we play by 1. This would be another resource, or 1 resource, so we can play Pixie. After you play Pixie from your hand, add an X-Men ally from discard pile to your hand. We're going to get Rogue here from discard pile to our hand. Okay. And then we're going to play Rogue, reduce the cost of play by 1 for each charge counter on your identity. We have like 7, so she's free to play. When Rogue enters play, she has toughness. We can exhaust Utopia to rev up another X-Men character. Let's ready up Gambit. And then we suit up into X. No, we can't, because that thing, we can't get rid of it right now. So we cannot confuse him. I don't want that scheme popping yet. Alright, well, we have Rogue to block with the tough here. We can't get rid of it because I don't think I was efficient with my resources here. Okay, Gambit's just going to thwart to remove our confuse here. Where you charge the card, I think I forgot to use it a lot of turns, so let's get a charge counter. We're supposed to do that once every single round. And then we're going to use... We can just start to do damage to him, to Magneto. This would be a double resource here, so we can play charge card. Here, action attack, do 4 damage to enemy. And then let's use our throw that card, remove 3 counters. So it gets plus... Oh, we could get... Actually, let's not remove any counters. We're just going to do 4 damage to Magneto. I want to hoard up on counters right now. So 4 damage on Magneto will bring it from 20 down to 16. Okay, and that's going to be our first damage to him this game. And we have to stay in hero form until we get rid of that helmet. So that's going to enter turn. Or let's have Pixie Thor for 1 from the main first. Drop down to 2. She'll take a consequential damage. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. Okay, and hopefully we can start to get going here. Let's draw back up to our hands as a 5. Okay, it is Magneto's turn. 1 threat to the main. It goes up to 3. He's going to attack us. Rogue will block. He's hitting with a base of 4 plus a boost card here of 2. 6 damage, knocks off Rogue's tough status card. After Magneto attacks, he places a mana counter. In counter phase, we get 1 face on a counter card, which is under fire. Oof. Let's take it. So it says when review the top card in the counter deck, and it's going to surge. So the top card is going to be a minion, and the surge is going to be magnetically sealed, a side scheme with a crisis. and place 2 additional threat here for each ally in play. We have 2 allies, so it's going to be 4 plus 2, 6 threat. All right, so we made it there. And then, okay, so it's back to our turn. Let's use Avengers Mansion. We're going to draw a card. Let's see, do we have the attack? We don't have an attack here, but we have attackers. We don't have piercing. I want to get rid of his thing, though. No, Magneto's going to deck out here. So if I get rid of the helmet this turn, it doesn't matter. Okay, in that case, let's just get our allies out and stop holding the Creative Charm in our hand. Let's use the Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card put by 1. So Colossus is only 3 costs. His effect says reduce the cost by 1 if your identity has a mutant X-Men trait. We do have the X-Men trait, so it's only 2 costs. Double resource when paying for a basic, so we can play Colossus. Colossus comes into play here with toughness. And then, do you want a Utopia Rogue here? We Utopia Rogue. We can do more Thorn. Yeah, let's use Utopia here. So after an X-Men ally enters play, like Colossus, exhaust Utopia rather than our X-Men character. Let's ready up Rogue. She has more Thorn than everyone else. And we're actually gonna keep hoarding the Creative Charmer and the suit up. Let's exhaust the extra to generate a raw resource. Second resource, so we can play Angel. He says reduce the cost of play by 1 if your identity has a mutant extra trait, which we do have. So 2 costs for Angel. Let's use charge the card, get another charge counter, so we have 9 now. All right, we can have 4 allies thanks to Utopia because everyone has the X-Men trait. And we want to have Rogue, Thor for 2 from Magneto Sealed. Drop this from 6 down to 4. She'll take a consequential. Colossus will swing for 3 at the anti-sentinel, and then he'll take consequential damage and lose his tough stats card. Angel will swing for 2, knock the anti-sentinel out. Angel takes a consequential damage. Anti-sentinel says give Magneto a tough stats card whenever he's defeated. So Magneto gets toughness here again. And then Gambit is going to, let's thwart for 1 from Magneto Sealed here. And that is it. We're just gonna keep on doing nothing here. Let's end our turn. We're gonna ready back up, but we have enough allies to block for us now. So that's good, even if he goes crazy with his magnet counters. We're going to draw back up to our hands as a 5, keeping these 2 cards in our hand again, even though I said I wasn't. Okay, I like Natural Agility, and we got Uncanny X-Men here. Alright, Magneto's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to attack us. We're going to defend here because we got our Natural Agility and play it. So Hero Interrupt defense. When you defend against an attack, place a charge counter on Gambit. We have 10 counters now. You get +1 defense for each charge counter. So we get +10 to 3, 13 defense. He's hitting us with a base of 4 plus a boost card here of 1. 5 damage. We don't take any damage. Then we can, he gets a mana counter. And then this resolves first before our guild armor here. Oh, wait. We can also use Gambit staff. When enemy attacks, I forgot to use this entire game. When enemy attacks, exhaust Gambit staff, deal 1 damage to enemy, so we can knock off Magneto's tough stats card. That's interrupt, so that should happen before the attack. Okay. Then when there's 3 counters, we're gonna mill all the counters and mill from the encounter deck until we get a magnetic card, which this is unfortunately. So then Fizzle coming in with 4 threat and a amplify. And then when defeated, player who defeats the scheme discards top 4 cards in counter deck, and that player places a mana counter on the main scheme for each mana card discarded. Magneto decks out, so it gets a permanent celebration token on the main scheme. We're going to shuffle up the encounter discard power back to the counter deck, and that will resolve the attack. So that we can trigger our hero response here with Gambit's guild armor. After Gambit defends against an attack, takes no damage, exhaust it. We just defend it so we can ready back up. In counter phase, we get 1 face down encounter card, which is an assault. The villain attacks you. We're going to have Pixie blocks attack. He's hitting with a base of 4 plus a boost card here of 2, +1. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. Knocks out Pixie. After Magneto attacks, he places a mana counter in the main scheme. Alright, it's back to our turn. I think we can finally do something here. Alright, let's exhaust the mansion so we can draw a card. We gotta get rid of his helmet. So let's go ahead and have Gambit attack Magneto for 2. So that will bring him from 16 down to 14. We're going to trigger his helmet here. Hero response after hero makes a basic attack, which we just did. Spend 1 of each resource type. So extra is going to generate a mental resource, and we're going to use the molecular acceleration as a energy and physical. So 3 resources here. When you spend this card, place a charge counter Gambit, so we do get a charge counter to 11, and then we can discard the helmet here. So now Magneto can be confused. Okay, so I want to flip down now that he can be confused. Just gonna add 2 to the main. Oh, do we have the Thor removal? 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, we have our Gorilla Charm. Okay, that's fine. Let's flip down here to Ultra Ego with our 11 counters. Oh, I forgot to add a charge. That's fine. I think we have enough counters now. Okay, we flip down to Ultra Ego. We're going to exhaust the Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card that we play by 1. I like all these cards here. Let's use the Rapid Response as a resource so we can play Creole Charmer. Ultra Ego action, Thwart, remove 3 threat from the scheme. We're going to clear off Magnetically Sealed with the Crisis. And if this removes the last threat from the scheme, it did. We can confuse the villain, so Magneto is confused and his helmet is gone. That will resolve the Creole Charmer. Then we're going to have, let's see, I think we're going to just keep this here. Rogue will Thwart for 2 from the main. Drop this down to 2. Should take a damage. Colossus will swing for 3 at Magneto. That'll bring from 14 down to 11. Colossus takes 2 consequential damage. And then Angel is going to swing for 2 at Magneto. That'll bring from 11 down to 9. Angel will take a consequential damage. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. I don't know where Professor X has been. Has he just been in the deck, I guess? Let's ready all of our cards back up. Draw back up to our hand size here of 6. And I think we should be able to start to get going here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So Magneto's turn, he's going to add 2 to the main. It goes up to 4 because of the acceleration. He's going to scheme, but he's confused. Nothing happens. We get a face down counter card, which is Guild Business. Give to Remy LeBeau player. That's our reaction. We must exhaust ourselves and spend an energy resource to remove this card from the game. All right, let's go ahead and just do that. We're going to exhaust ourselves, spend an energy resource with the X shed here, which we can use to generate a resource for X-Men character, which we are with the Honor X-Men even in Ultra Ego. And then we can remove this card from the game. All right, let's use Avengers Mansion, draw a card. Okay. We want to try to get an attack here and want to play Professor X down. So, and I want to recover. So let's use double resource here so we can play Suit Up. Oh, wait, sorry. We need to kill off Rogue. Rogue is going to thwart for 2. Wait, no, she's going to swing for 2 at Magneto. That'll bring him from 9 down to 7. She'll take consequential damage. She gets defeated. Okay, now we're going to double resource. Actually, we're going to use Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card we play by 1. This would be 1 resource, so we can play that Suit Up now. Ultra Ego action, search your deck and discard pile. We're going to look at our discard for an ally, Rogue, and an upgrade that can be attached here, which is going to be an Honor X-Men from a discard pile. We have 1 card left in the deck, so no need to shuffle. That's going to resolve the effects of the Suit Up. Then reduce the cost to play Rogue by 1 for each charge counter. We have like a billion here, so we can play Rogue for free. She comes in with toughness again. Okay, if we play X, we just play both here. Okay, this would be 3 resources here, so we can play Uncanny X-Men. So we finally got it down super late game. Play under any player's control, max 1 team card per player. Each of your X-Men allies gets +1 hit point. If each of your characters has the X-Men trait, which every card in this deck has the X-Men trait, and we have it now in Ultra Ego, each of your X-Men allies costs 1 fewer resource to play. So Professor X will only cost 2 resources. This would be 2 resources here, so we can play him. When he enters play, we can choose one. Let's choose one to confuse Magneto. And then whenever we play an X-Men ally, we can exhaust Utopia to rev our X-Men character. Let's ready up Gambit. Gambit will exhaust here to recover by 3. That brings from 4 up to 7. We gotta stay healthy just in case Magneto gets a crazy turn. All right. And then let's see here. X is gonna throw for 3 from the main. Bring it down to 1. He'll take a consequential damage. Rogue will swing for 2 at Magneto. That'll bring from 7 down to 5. She'll take consequential damage, lose her tough stats card. And then we're gonna flip over here to hero form. We're gonna keep our allies just in case we need a blocker. Let's use charge the card, get another charge counter. So we have 12 counters now. And then, yeah, we're going to deck out and get multiple encounter cards. So I want to just stay ready with the allies. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. All right, and we're going to draw up to our hand size here of 6. And I think we are actually fully built out and everything now. So we deck out, get a face down encounter card, shuffle up our discard pile, and we're basically just looking for the attacks now. Drawing, or draw 2 hands as a 5, I mean. So we're drawing 4 more cards with the Creole Charmer. Okay, we have 1 attack. Okay, so Magneto's turn. He's going to add 2 to the main because the acceleration goes up to 3. He is going to attack us here. X will block. He's in with a base of 4 plus a boost card here. If this attack defeats an ally, place a mana card in main scheme. It does defeat Professor X, so he gets a mana card in main scheme. After Magneto attacks, he places another mana counter in main scheme. Since there's 3, we discard the counters and we mill from the encounter deck until we get a magnetic card, and we reveal it. So we're going to reveal, it's not magnetic cards. Okay, we got seized. Okay, so when reviewed, each player places the top 6 cards of their deck face down here. So 1, oops, I'm not supposed to look at it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then coming in with 3 threat, we're just gonna let that stand here. Okay, and then in counter phase, we get dealt an encounter card. We have total of 2. First one's gonna be Magnetic Missile. It just surges because there's no Sentinel minion in play. We got Metal Shards. Do 1 damage to each character you control. Place a mana counter in main scheme. I don't want to lose all the allies here, so we're gonna step for Cuckoo's it. Exhausted, remove a counter. Cancel the effects of this treachery, and we get another card from the encounter deck, which is gonna be Zeal for the Cause. If there's no minion acolyte minions, we discard from the encounter deck until we get a minion and then reveal it. So we're just gonna mill down here until we get a minion. And that's both advances. We got Senyaka. Okay, so he comes into play. And then our last encounter card here is Electromagnetic Blast. When you exhaust each upgrade and support you control, so everything here gets exhausted. All right. So it is back to our turn. All right, what do we have here? We have charged a card, which I think we just play. Yeah, okay, this would be, don't think we keep the suit ups actually. So 2 resources here, so we can play charge the card. Hero action attack, do 4 damage to enemy. We're going to use our loaded card here, remove 3 charge counters when we play attack event, and it's going to get plus 3 attack for each counter we remove. So it's going to do 7 damage, and with the effect of charge the card, it has range, piercing, and overkill. So 3 damage on Senyaka, 4 will bleed over to Magneto. That will bring it from 5 down to 1. And then when the player who defeats Senyaka gets stunned. So we do get stunned here. But we're just going to go ahead and attack to immediately remove our stun. I want to get ready for an attack. And we do have him confused here. We actually could flip, which I'm tempted to do. Let's have Rogue Thort for 2 from the main. Drop it down to 1. She'll take a damage. I should have actually kept the suit ups there. That's fine. We're going to flip down to Ultra. Actually, let's use charge the card, get another counter, and then we're going to flip down to Ultra. All right, that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. We're actually going to hold on to these 2 cards in our hand here. Ready everything back up. All right, and then draw back up to our hands as a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there's going to be some damage here. All right, so it's Magneto's turn. He's going to add 1, 2, 3 to the main. Goes up to 4. He's scheming, but he's confused. Nothing happens. We get a face down encounter card, which is Master Magnetism. Take the topmost magnetic card in the discard pile, and Magneto's going to activate. So it's going to be the Electromagnetic Blast. He gets it as a boost card here. And then we do get exhausted. He gets another boost card. He's going to scheme with a base of 2 plus a boost 1, 2, boost effect, exhaust your identity. And then it's going to be 3, 4 because 2 is going to add a boost for each one. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to pop this scheme here and advance it to stage 3. So we discard everything, advance it to stage 3A, place 2 mana counters here. If physical strain is not attached to Magneto, it is, so nothing happens with that. The celebration is going to stick. It's going to start off with 1 threat and those 2 mana counters. Okay, and I think we may have the kill here. Okay, so it's back to our turn. Let's exhaust Avengers Mansion, draw a card. And then, all right, what do we got? We can play 2 attacks. I think that's all we need. We have no more draw power, no allies or anything. But I think that's enough. So let's go ahead and flip over here to hero form. Then we're going to have Angel swing for 2 at Magneto. So let's see, can we attack? Yeah, we're good. There's no guard or anything. Okay, so we're going to swing for 2. That'll bring Magneto from 1 down to 0 and flip him over to his 3rd and final stage here. He's going to come here with 22 hit points. I actually don't know what we have to kill. 22 hit points. He has steady, he has toughness, and when reviewed, deal each player face down counter card. So we get a face down counter card here. Okay, Angel will take consequential damage. He's going to get defeated. Okay, then we're going to anything in our hand that we want? Not really. Oh, I should have created Charmered him. No, it's fine. There's no more advances in counter deck, so that's fine. Yeah, I actually should have planned out if we actually get the kill here. So let's go ahead and exhaust a Helicarrier to reduce the cost of the next card that we play by 1. This would be a double resource for a total of 3, so it can play a Royal Flush here. This says hero action attack. Wait, wrong card. Helicarrier to reduce the cost by 1, and then this would be a resource, so we can play charged card because we need the piercing. So hero action attack, deal 4 damage to enemy, and we're going to trigger our throw that card, remove 3 counters, so it gets +3. So it's going to do 7 damage to enemy, and the effect here says for each charge count that we remove, we get an effect. If we do 2, we get piercing, so we have range, piercing, and overkill. So we have the piercing there to pierce off is tough. It's going to do 4 damage plus the 3 that we remove from the counter. So 7 damage will bring my name from 22 down to 15. Okay. That will resolve charge the card. Then we're going to use the extra to generate a water resource. This would be 2 more resources here for a total of 3. So we play a Royal Flush. Hero action attack. Place 1 charge counter on Gambit. And then do 0 damage to enemy, 0 damage to enemy, 0 damage to enemy. So we're going to remove 3 charge counters with our charge or throw the card. So each one of these instances, instead of doing 0, 0, 0, it does 3, 3, 3. So 9 damage on Magneto. That'll bring it from 15 down to 6. And if we didn't get exhausted, we would have the kill there, but we did get exhausted. So Colossus will swing for 3. That'll bring him from 6 down to 3. Colossus takes consequential damage. He gets knocked out. And then Rogue is going to swing for 2. That'll bring Magneto from 3 down to 1. She'll take a consequential damage. And I just realized we can kill him with our staff here, which is what we're going to do. So let's end our turn. We're just going to ready back up here. And I forgot to use a staff for the majority of the game, but we can use it here for the kill shot. Let's draw back up to our hand size here of 5. We also have the natural agility. Okay, so that's ending our turn. It's Magneto's turn. He's going to add 1, 2, 3 threats to the main scheme. So it goes up to 4. He's going to attack us here. We have a hero interrupt. When an enemy attacks, exhaust Gambit staff, deal 1 damage to enemy. So we're going to hit Magneto for 1 before the attack, and that'll bring him from 1 down to 0. And that is Magneto on expert mode.